I'd take Anthony Davis over Luka. I'd take Anthony Davis over Jokic. Yes, I would. And let me go a step further.
We're not going to do that. I never said that Jokic wasn't deserving. Now, we get to the stat pattern part. Everybody in the league at some point of their career, including myself, has stat padded.
Nikola Jokic is not who you think he is. Yes, the dude is inevitably one of the best centers in recent times. He's an immovable force of nature, a guy who can score from literally anywhere. Sheesh. But how good is he exactly? How do we know how good Jokic really is? And yeah, some people are saying he might be one of the greatest of all time. Well, let's dive in and find out what makes Jokic so unstoppable and answer this exact question. Well, Jokic's career is evidence of his extraordinary abilities, diligence, distinct playing style, adaptability, and commitment that has elevated him to a prominent position in the NBA. He may be the Joker, but the dude plays like Batman if he were being for real. And you know what they say about Batman? The guy never sleeps, and neither does Jokic. The Serbian sensation has taken the NBA by storm and already has numerous honors to his name. A 5-time NBA All-Star, he has been named to the All-NBA team on 5 occasions as well, and has also won the NBA's Most Valuable Player Award in 2020, 2021, and 2021 to 2022 seasons. His outing for the Serbian national team has also been fruitful, with him winning a silver medal at the 2016 Summer Olympics. All these performances and accolades have people asking one question: is he the greatest center ever? Well, the stats actually tell us he is. You see, Jokic's ability to play as a center while showcasing point guard abilities is one of his best qualities. He is renowned for having a distinct court vision, and his passing and playmaking skills are frequently compared to those of great point guards. In addition, his distinctive playing style has not only endeared him to fans, but has also garnered the attention of fellow players, coaches, and basketball enthusiasts.
He's a great player, he's an efficient player, and what I marvel at is just the consistency. I mean, the guy is just great every night.
What's so fascinating is the fact that even with all of his ability and valor, he is accused of not loving the game. "I love basketball," said Jokic when asked about his relationship with the game, although he has also said that it's not the main thing in his life, saying,
"Nah, that cannot help you." But the thing that, I knew that even before, that the basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never gonna be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home that is more important than basketball. I think that's maybe that I learned this. I knew that, but this gonna prove me that I'm correct.
So you heard him, the family man that also loves basketball. But that's not something that we can question. We know that's true. What we want to know is whether he's one of the best. So let's talk about the poster boy of the franchise, Jokic, the Joker. He recently helped the Denver Nuggets win their first NBA championship, having a breathtaking playoff run and being awarded for his efforts and being named the Finals MVP. But hold on to your horses. Hold on a moment, because the MVP doesn't mean you were the best. The last center before Jokic to earn the Finals MVP was Shaquille O'Neal with the Lakers in 2002. Before that, Shaq with the Lakers in 2001. Before that, Shaq with the Lakers in 2000. But is Shaq the best ever today? It's debatable, because it's hard to be the best center even when your competition is Shaq, right? Sheesh. And what's Shaq's record, man? Pretty darn good. So why do people think Joker is bigger than the Big Diesel? The Times NBA writer Dan Wilkie had his say on this issue, saying, "Apples and oranges for me. Shaq dominated in a way physically that's been unmatched since. Jokic's all-around effectiveness on offense is unlike anything I've ever seen. I think I'd lean towards Shaq because brute force usually won over history, but Jokic to me was just more fun to watch." Honestly, both superstars are unique in what they've accomplished and what they're capable of doing, at least Jokic playing right now in the NBA. One of these guys is 7'1", 325-pound beast who has the heart of the Lakers dynasty. Shaquille O'Neal was both an immovable object and an unstoppable force. One of Shaq's many nicknames is Superman, and rightly so. He plays like Superman, saving the day more than not. Do you remember what he did in the playoffs? But just like Superman, he had his kryptonite, the free throw line. Jokic is entirely different. Not as big and not breaking backboards, the 6'11", 284-pound center isn't as beastly as Shaq was, but he's a lot more dynamic. He has a fairly wide shooting range, far wider than Shaq. The Joker, who is nicknamed after another comic legend, has a legendary passing technique himself. He passes like no one have ever seen. And when I say no one, I mean it. We have all heard about his water polo passes. The guy can pass from literally anywhere. Yes, I'm not joking, and the fact he used to play water polo has helped him with a lot of that accuracy. When it comes to scoring points, Nikola Jokic is renowned for his delicate touch and versatility. In addition to being a terrific shooter, especially from mid-range, he's an adept post player because of his unusual combination of size and sneaky agility, which makes him a threat both inside the paint and outside. He is excellent at creating scoring opportunities for himself and his teammates by reading the defense and using his footwork. Not only this, but over his career, Jokic has averaged 20.2 points per game while shooting 55% from the field, 34.8% from beyond the arc, and 82.9% from the free throw line. Contrarily, Shaq was a formidable offensive player who had a few go-to moves such as the baby hook for when he needed to show a little more finesse than simply dunking on everybody. More often than not, no one on the floor could match the big man's size, tenacity, and raw force. So he could just get his strength on people to body them and score points. He was powerful, and after all, he was also agile for someone his size. With 2 scoring titles to his name and a career average of 23.7 points per game, 58.2% field goals, 4.5% 3 points, and 52.7% from free throws, Shaq is the way better scorer than Jokic, even if he didn't shoot 2s or 3s nearly as well. If we're talking about shooting, Nikola Jokic and Shaquille O'Neal are very different here. Jokic is known for his ability to shoot from a distance and is also a solid mid-range shooter with a spectacular three-point shot, shooting an impressive 34.8% from behind the arc over his career. Dude, that's a lot more than guards sometimes. He also has a reliable mid-range shot and can finish well around the rim, often using his powerful frame to back down helpless defenders and score nearly every time. Shaq, meanwhile, rarely attempted three-pointers. Was he afraid? Nah. He lived in the post, overpowering defenders and scoring at will, so why shoot a three-pointer? Throughout his career, the Diesel only attempted 22 three-pointers and scored how many? Just one. Yeah, one three-pointer made. Again, 4.5% career three-point field goal, everybody. It's obvious that he preferred to be near the rim where he could really repeatedly explore defenses. Only recently, former LA Lakers center John Sally was asked if Denver Nuggets star Nikola Jokic would have dominated the 90s the way he's currently dominating the league. His reply?
You play, you know better than me, let's go.
One of the most unbelievable 7 centers I've ever seen.
Damn.
When I tell you,
doubles every game.
There's no guarding him. He's either gonna go around you, and this is what I say. This is why I feel he reminds me of Larry Bird. He moves at his speed.
That's true.
You can't keep up with his speed, which is no speed. Shaq didn't want to come out, and Shaq don't like to be embarrassed.
The comparison to Larry Bird is kind of insane. But here's the thing. Jokic is insane, and Sally seconds this. He believes the NBA legend will not be able to handle Jokic defensively. Yeah, but honestly, no one can hold him. Shaq will forever have his place on the Mount Rushmore of big men, but maybe, just maybe, the Joker is the world's #1 center after all. Maybe he's the GOAT of big men. One thing is for sure, he's definitely a more complete player.
Nikola, what does 100 triple doubles mean to you?
I mean, when you start padding, it's easy, you know, so.
Now Jokic 6 to shoot. Jokic in the lane, won't fall away. He's got it. Boy, he had to turn. Won a squeaker last night. Nuggets won the first meeting at their place. For Murray. To Jokic. Great pass. A little lob. Beautifully done. They're fronting Jokic and Murray.
Memphis man with John Morant very often. Don't want to play without him.
Jokic wheels into the lane, puts it up and in. Now Jokic with 10 on the clock. Tillman pawing at him. Jokic on the move, put it up and in.
He was just waiting for Tillman.
Well, that's it for this one. If y'all want to know more about Shaq's kryptonite, check out this video because we got some crazy free throw moments y'all gonna have to see to believe.